So today I am going to talk about the whore aspect of Lilith. Now let me explain what the whore aspect of Lilith means. It's not what you think. So what is the whore in spiritual sense? And what's the purpose of Lilith as the whore? Now let's see this in the context of Judaic scripture. Okay? So, Judaic scripture, especially the Old Testament, it is less emphasized in Talmud, but in Old Testament this is really emphasized. Really takes high emphasis on purity. Now, this purity contains some physical and some spiritual actions. So, every woman who doesn't respect those rules of purity is deemed as sinful. And every woman who is purposefully breaking those laws of purity is victimized and stigmatized, mostly stigmatized, as a whore. So, according to Judaic scripture, the whore is every woman which breaks the taboos of religiously oppressive society in some way. It doesn't necessarily translate to promiscuity, but promiscuity is one of the things idolatrous and idolatrous women are accused of. So, whoredom is extremely complex concept in the ancient Middle East and in all Judaic scripture, and it doesn't have the meaning of whore in the modern sense. It doesn't mean just promiscuous, dumb, and carnal woman. Whore in ancient text has deeper meaning. In ancient text, the whore is the woman which crushes the taboos of the religiously oppressive society and lives according to her own will. And that's exactly what Lilith represents. Now, this aspect of the Lilith, as the whore, is indeed extremely sexual. But it can also teach you to attune your energies to the infernal powers. It can teach you to tap into your sexuality. It can give you money. It can give you sexual pleasure. It can give you spiritual insight and knowledge, but it will be of more animalistic nature. It can give you protection. It can give you the gift of prophecy and foresight, and it can give you sinister wisdom and expose you to extremely animalistic and primal aspects of the self. Now, while vampiric aspect of Lilith awakens the parts of the self related to murder and malevolent aggression and psychic vampirism, the whore aspect of Lilith awakens more atavistic parts of the self related to sexuality in a sinister sense, as well as use of sexual energy for spiritual empowerment in forbidden ways. So, you see chant on the screen by which you can call the whore aspect of Lilith, but I will pronounce it few times right now. Halilitama Kodeshia, Halilitama Kodeshia, Halilitama Kodeshia, Kodeshia, Tama Kodeshia, Halitama Kodeshia, Halitama Kodeshia, Halitama Kodeshia. So, this is the chant. I will pronounce it once again. Halilitama Kodeshia, Use this chant to connect with this aspect of Lilith. If your astral senses aren't developed enough, you can check out my astral senses playlists on this channel to use those exercises and open your senses. But if your astral senses are developed enough, this chant will be enough to presence the energy of Lilith in her whole aspect to you. And be respectful to this aspect. This aspect likes offerings of alcohol, money, and sexual energy. So this is enough for today, and I wish you luck in working with this aspect of Mother Lilith.